Now it's time to look at one of my favorite editing pieces in CoSpaces is the building blocks. The reason I love the building blocks as much as I do is because you can use these shapes to create pretty much anything. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the snap and grid for this because I like to be able to manipulate these ones on my own. You might not want to do that at first, especially if you're getting the hang of it. But so I pick a square block. I'm going to click on that, and if I hold down the V button, I can zoom in on my block. So I want to turn off this, and now you'll see all these little tools here. These little arrows, I can change the shape of my block simply by moving the arrows around. So let's say I want to make something long, and I want to make a wall. So now I've made the shape of my wall. I can double click on it. In the coloring, I can make it shingles, I can make it stone wall or bricks. It could be like a wallpapered wall. I'm going to go with this set of stone, a little bit wider. And then you can also adjust the size here with the wheels, which works out really well, especially if you need things to be the exact same sizes. So that's another option with the building blocks. The other building block that I think, all these are different, so all of them have a lot of potential, but use things like this building block has some more options, so you can create different size shapes. There's this incomplete cone, which has a lot of options for the size and the shape. So you can really adjust the top, you can adjust the bottom, you can create basically however you would like. So, if I don't have an object that's already been made, I can take what I'm using and I can create the object on my own. A lot of this involves careful planning and actually looking at the object from multiple angles to try and make sure that you have your pieces centered, you have the pieces you want. So I have basically a lamp in this one, and then for the base I could take something like this and shrink it down, make it a little wider in both directions. So if I want to make sure that this base stays a square, this is, like I was saying, it's a really important piece. And this one allows you to make some different changes in the size setting. So you can make sure that your pieces are exactly the same by lining up the numbers to make sure they match. So now I can just change the colors. You'll see the shade is not perfectly level. That's okay. And this one I have all sorts of options. I can get a color though and go with that. And then I want to say my shade is a little bit tilted, so I'm just going to turn it. There we go. Now I made a lamp. That's a really big lamp, so let's say I want to make it a lot smaller. I can, with my right mouse button, click and highlight the whole thing and scale it down. So now I have a small lamp. Gives me the opportunity to make things on a big scale so I can see them well and then make them smaller. So the building blocks have a lot of potential. You can do pretty much anything with them. You can make any design or shape that you can imagine, and they're a great way to build things that don't already exist in CoSpaces environment.